Hello everybody and welcome back to Heroes of Might and Magic 3, Horn of the Abyss. Last time we completed the fourth scenario in the Revolt of the Beastmasters campaign, the King's Son, and this time we are going to be starting on the fifth one. So, let's get to it. The Ransom. Tarnum must defeat Earl Rambar to save Adamina and the other wise woman from execution. Tarnum and his two best captains will transfer to the next scenario, but will be limited to level 26. Okay, so Endless Sack of Gold versus Armor of the Damned. Small map, hard. This is, I believe, an extra 1,000 gold per day, or a very good combination artifact that will make us even better in terms of military. So I think I'm going to go with Armor of the Damned. Earl Rambard abandoned most of his prisoners when he fled my army, but he knew enough about the Mudlanders to keep Adamine and the other wise woman with him. The Mudlanders hold learned women in a position of high respect. It will not risk their lives. And as far as Rambard is concerned, I still hold Prince Niven hostage, so we have a stalemate. I expect to hear from Rambert soon. Okay? Very nice. There may not be any sawmills in the vicinity, so the inexhaustible cart of war will be just as useful. Yes, I will. Okay, so Tarnum is the one that gets Armor of the Damned. That's fine. We will trade our troops over in a second. So I think we want to get a tavern to start things off. Okay. And next we will trade over our units to Tarnum. Some female gnolls rush from the gnoll hut and gladly throw their arms around you. "Oh, you've arrived! What a day!" they shout. They begin to remove their dresses, revealing that they are not at all women, but males in disguise. This was the only way we could hide from the soldiers, they explain. 14 gnolls. Okay. Nice. Plus another 12. Nice. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff there. Oh, perfect. Aha. That's the power of the Armor of the Damned for you. And we'll use a magic arrow to finish him off. Easy peasy. I do need to reorganize my troops. Should put them in the middle. Earl Rambert hides in a hard-to-reach valley where he's sparing no expense to build an army that could repel any attack. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to face that army. My instincts tell me to attack now. A lightning attack will catch him by surprise, but I can't risk the lives of the wise woman right now. Somehow, I have to find a way to free them, and I'm sure we'll find that way. No problem. Okay, our focus is going to be grabbing some more troops. Okay, so lots and lots. Nothing we can really do for now. The miller's wife rushes out to greet you. "Glad to meet you, sir. We'd like to offer you a weekly tax in exchange for your protection. Come and see. You will notice we use no slaves, only our own hands. We've always been against slavery." Good to hear. And 5 ore. It's very nice. Okay, let's build this town hall. And Tazar can go up this way and clear out this for us. And now we'll start building units. Okay, we can put these guys up there now. And swap them around. And let's go deal with these marksmen. Easy does it. And loads of resources, very nice. Rambert's demands came today. He asked for a trade, the prince for the wise woman and my retreat from these lands. Unfortunately, I can do neither. Prince Niven is an ally, and he struck up a friendship with Droglo. Betraying the prince would be destroying everything, including Droglo's trust in me. And to retreat now would take my army back into Mad King Griffinheart's forces. This time they would be prepared for my arrival. So, what do? Brillick, I called for the Null commander. When he arrived, I said, "Bring me paper and pen. I'm going to write a counteroffer to Rambert's demands. You can write? If you find me some paper, I can. Go." It's a delaying tactic, I know, but Rambert will expect a counteroffer and he will refuse. His next demands will be firm, even threatening. That's when I act. Okay. So let's see how that goes for us. What kind of counteroffer we can propose, I really have no idea. Okay, let's just use a magic arrow. Oh. How nice. Now, you know what those marksmen are guarding, an inexhaustible carnivore. It's yours for the taking. Thank you very much. The ground here is littered with the bodies of basilisks, who were chained to the ground and shot to death for sport. You clench your fist at the sight and order burials for the poor creatures. Oh, that is not quite, that's very sad actually. Poor basilisks. And I think Tazar will actually stop by and get some more units. Take a little bit of attack, can't hurt, and we'll have him deal with these royal griffins. Miriam can take this as well and go back to here. And Tarnum will go get some more serpent flies while he's in the area. And go deal with these zealots next. So what is this? +4? We'll use a frost ring instead. Take care of them. Only doing 1 damage. It's quite funny actually. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Unfortunately, Tazar does not have a frost ring at his disposal, but we can always just use magic arrow. Rather, bless wouldn't be terrible. We'll wait and see. See how much damage our gnolls can do, and if they can take him out with bless. Okay, I want to cast a magic arrow actually, because I don't want our lizard warriors to take any damage. Don't expect them to do that much damage to start, but still. You never know. Okay, perfect. Oh, very nice. Oh. Okay, that was easy. And several gorgons can be heard bellowing to the south. Moving on into the forest, you see them strung up by their rear hooves and slaughtered like normal cattle. What the Earl's men can't take with them, they are destroying. Oh, that is just horrible. These Arathians are very, very cruel. It's pretty intense how me there. Oh, really now. Okay, well, you deserve this. Yeah, okay, a horde of swordsmen is not something we can deal with right now. You stop at a band of Arathian soldiers dragging numerous cages of recently captured serpent flies. They drop the cages when they spot you and prepare to defend their prisoners. Okay, well, we'll just use a frost ring and play the waiting game. Serpent flies join Tarnum's army. 38, okay. Very, very nice. And we can get some more. Which we definitely will. Okay, lots of zealots is a little too much for us. Actually, no. Tazar can just stand here for the next 2 turns. Oops. I watched Droglo and Niven practice the sword each morning, and with the threat of war around us, they somehow managed to enjoy themselves. That's when I remembered that they are just boys of 14 and 16. If I didn't know better, I would think they were brothers. Today, Droglo left early to tend to a minor cut on his shoulder, so I stepped in to give the prince some lessons. You're almost as fast as Droglo, and absolutely more skilled, but you still lose to him half the time. Do you know why? I asked. He surprises me, Niven said. Between heavy breaths, he's always doing things I don't expect, like pretending to fall. That's part of it, yes. Droglo fights by instinct, but years of training have made you stiff. Predictable. I can almost hear you going over your drills while you fight. You need to relax and be more creative. Enjoy yourself. Niven lowered his sword, stared at me as if I had just said something unreasonable. This is battle. How can I enjoy myself? I don't mean enjoy the kill, I mean enjoy the dance, I said. You don't talk like a mudlander, Niven said. You don't look like one either. Sure, you're just like one, but your size, your obvious power, even your features. None of that is like any mudlander I've ever seen. More Rothian, if you ask me. Actually, my features were barbarian, but Niven didn't know that his own people, the Arathians, had a significant amount of barbarian blood running through their veins. I'm sure you've heard of Arathian nobles taking slaves as mistresses, I explained. Niven seemed to accept the slime when we returned to the sword practice. This time, every time Niven felt in his usual stiff routine, I gave him a nick to remind him to relax. Soon he was covered in sores. Yes. Ooh, what do we want to get rid of? Crewmates. Okay, so probably just do our same approach, but I think we'll just use an ice bolt this time to speed up the process a teeny bit. Okay, nice. So we're just going to camp here with Tarnum as well, and we will buy a Gorgon layer. Okay, nice. Take these guys and these guys. Very nice. And 2 for Tazar, and 2 for Tarnum. Okay, next we need to start getting gold, because we are running low. See, this is where the endless sack of gold would come handy, but I still think Armor of the Damned is the better choice. So we have 1600. Could buy some more lizard men. And 6 gnolls, sure. And I think we can deal with lots of zealots now. Niven spent most of his days tending to the slaves, helping the healers or bringing them food and drink. He was so unlike his father, compassionate, honorable. He would make a great king. I found him sulking this morning after we picked up some new escaped slaves, half of which weren't expected to survive the day. I approached and placed a hand on the young man's shoulder. I suspected, Niven said. All these years, I suspected something was wrong, but I was too afraid to find out what it was. I've known all along. Known what? That my father is insane. Everyone knows, but we're all too afraid of him to do anything about it. Do you know why I like Drogo so much? No. Why? I asked. Because my own brother and I are enemies. And it is my father's fault. When I was 6 and my brother 5. He brought us together and said, one of you is going to be king someday. You want to know which one? The one who kills the other first. That's who. Then he laughed. He thought it was funny. I'm sorry, I said. It was a miracle Niven turned out the way he was, considering the maniac he had for a father. Is my blood cursed? Niven said, near tears. I grabbed his shoulder firmly and forced him to stare into my eyes. Don't ever think like that. Haven't you ever heard the name of Ryan Griffinhart, first of your line? Or how about his daughter, Allison? They were 2 of the fairest, greatest leaders I have ever heard of. I almost said met. If anything, I continued, your bloodline is blessed with heroes brave enough to do whatever it takes to protect their people. You could be that king, Niven. Yeah, Tarnum almost blew his own cover. That would not have been good, obviously. Or, I don't know if it's really blown his cover, just raising suspicions. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a pain. But what's nice is they barely do any damage, so... Very nice. Okay, we can move our gnolls up, and we can cast haste on them as well. Okay, interesting choice. Oops. Okay, doesn't make a difference. Take the gold. The gold. Oh, the endless sack of gold. Okay, so seems like taking Armor of the Damned was the better choice in the end. Yeah, we need all the money we can get right now. Greedily you reach out and snatch the endless sack of gold. Without any golden mines, this artifact will come in handy. Very much so. Didn't flag those basilisks, but it's a good thing you ran across those zealots when you did, because you find dozens of basilisk corpses scattered across the ground here, each fried to a crisp by magic. If the zealots had any more time, they might have killed all the creatures from the nearby pit. And we do not want that, obviously. Okay, so a horde of swordsmen we can definitely deal with. I just want to get some more troops before we do. Earl Rambart's response to my offer came today. Basically, it was a flat refusal. And now he's threatening to kill the wise woman if the prince is not returned. I wish I had more time, but something has to be done. And something will be done. Just give me a little more time to get some more money. Okay. That's not everything. Okay, we can take what is in these knoll huts. I met with my commanders last night to discuss our options. Droglo and Prince Niven were present as well. They had the right. As I expected, my commanders were prepared to do anything to get the wise woman back, even buy Niven hand and foot and deliver him to Rambart's front door if they had to. But I insisted that was not an option. Then Niven said, no, you must make the trade. But Niven, you can't, Droglo said. You're on our side now. I know, and that won't change, but we can't let those women die. You have to turn me over to Rambart. I want you to. It would be risky, especially for Niven. His father was likely to execute him simply because he had spent so long in my hands. But the boy was right. Niven had made the decision I was afraid to make. We'll make the trade, I said, but Rambart may not live to appreciate it. What I had in mind would be risky for us as well, but great victories required great risks. Indeed they do. Okay. So let us oops. Okay, there we go. Okay. Tarnum is going to go deal with these champions, and Tazar is going to go deal with these swordsmen. Small Drogo looked a little silly in my armor, but at a distance, it was good enough to confuse. Brellic rode next to him with explicit orders to protect the boy from harm. Finally, I stepped up to the cage holding Prince Niven. Last night, I had to punch the boy a few times in the face to make it look like he's been the prisoner of savages. Niven's right eye was swollen shut and both lips were split down the middle. How's the eye? Feels like you punched it out the back of my skull, Niven said. He smiled, winced as one of his lips began to bleed again. Are you sure you want to do this, Prince? We could find another way, I said. There is no other way. I pushed my hand through the narrow bars and shook the boy's hand. If you were my son, I'd tell you that I'm very proud of you, I said. Niven fought back the tears building in his eyes. We'll send word soon as the wise men are safe, Niven said. We'll be ready. Good luck. Well, best of luck to you, Niven. This passage is for the king's use only. Go back, slaves, and stop this futile rebellion. The champions shout, then charge. Okay, should be easy to deal with. Very nice. Ooh, plenty of resources. And the most important one, gold. Oh, is Tazar still camping? Yes, that was my mistake. Let's just quickly run over here and take all these units. And Miriam can actually go around and recruit the units from here. I forgot she has scouting, so we can get a good view of what they have. And it looks like they have quite a lot of dwellings for themselves as well. I'm just gonna do a quick combat of this. It's not really worth doing the entire fight out. Very nice. Okay. Well, we have so much wood, we might as well just use it to upgrade dwellings. Okay, let us see what is here. Nothing too strong. Nothing we can't deal with, obviously. Okay, let us take out these swordsmen. Fresh blood stains the weapons of these swordsmen. Even as you order the attack, you wonder what they have been up to. It's actually quite a lot of swordsmen. More than I thought, but shouldn't be a problem. Okay, we'll have them come to us as usual. Still no clear shot, but we can kill 6 with a broken shot, which is really good. How much damage do 12? Okay, so we will wait, and on this upcoming round, or turn, we shall go on the offensive and take them out, probably. Only 8 damage. Very nice. And excuse me, I think I'll take leadership. Ooh. This is a lot of gold. Okay, so we can see what kind of army. Well, oops. I didn't mean to do that just yet, but that's fine. Oops. Okay, so probably want to cast a lightning bolt, take out as many as we can. Okay, well they're attacking the nymphs, so I could really care less. Okay, we can take care of the marksman, so let us do that and fly back. And we can cast Bless. Very nice. Okay, let's see what they do. Only 5 damage. Wow. That is beautiful. Okay, well, there we go. We lost 3 nymphs. Okay, well, I think our money problems have been solved for quite some time. Definitely seems that way. The message came pinned to the tail of a serpentfly, written by Niven's flourishing hand, because, like most Mudlanders, Droglo couldn't read or write. Dear Tarnum, As you expected, Earl Rampart brought only a token force to the trade. I guess moving your army closer to his land scared him. Or perhaps Rampart underestimated the determination of the Mudlanders. Still, Rampart tried to betray us. We Rothians have forgotten the honesty and honor that made us great. But we broke the ambush thanks mostly to Drogo's wyverns. Sadly, I must report that brave Brellic fell to Earl Rampart's blade. At this sight, I escaped from my cage, picked up a weapon, and put an end to the treacherous noble. You would have been proud of me. For the first time in my life, I enjoyed the dance. Now that the wise women are safe, you are free to attack the late Earl Rampart's forces. Drogo and the others will meet you at the arranged spot, but I will not be with them. I feel I can be of greater help by returning to Arathia to speak with those nobles who are dissatisfied with my father's rule. If I can turn them against my father, then not only will the Mudlanders finally be safe, but Arathia will have a chance to return to its former greatness. I cannot thank you enough for opening my eyes to the pain of the Mudlanders. I only hope that I have the courage to end that pain forever. Your friend, Prince Niven of Arathia. I folded the letter, and, as if Niven were right next to me, I said, "You have the courage of other Griffin hearts I have known. That's all you will ever need." Okay, well, good to hear that. The guards here will only allow Tarnum or one of his captains to pass. A horde of Minotaur Kings. Let's just go here and see what's up here. Because a horde of Minotaur Kings is quite strong, actually. Ooh, should not have wasted my ore. And Tazar actually needs to head up to this mercenary camp. Wait. So she's not even that strong. Okay, plenty of resources. Ah yes, so this is how to get to the enemy most likely. So we will build a castle and then a capital. And Miriam can go and start recruiting units for us. While Tazar sits in the town and waits for some more units. Okay, this one we will fight out because it's actually a decent amount of Medusas. And sometimes you can't trust the computer to fight the battle the way you want it. Thought so. Why not just do it ourselves? Very nice. And take the rest of these resources. Also need to visit that School of War. And I need the resource silo for the Mighty Gorgons. And I think Tarnum will head back for the time being. Okay, yeah, a horde of Minotaur Kings is not something we can deal with right now, but soon we will be able to. Okay, we need to see, has Tazar visited this? No, he has not. Okay, so let's send him up this way. And he has visited all of those, but Tarnum has not. So first comes Mighty Gorgons, followed by Wyverns. Okay, send Tarnum to his Learning Stone, as well as the Garden of Revelation. And we actually need to visit the windmill. Tazar can go back to sitting here. Can end the turn quickly. And since it's day 7, I'm going to try to get the captain's quarter rather than the upgrade. I can always just do that next turn. And I think we will go on the offensive very shortly. Okay. So I just need Miriam to quickly run back, hold these reinforcements for us. Okay, and then we just want to build the Glyph of Fears, the Glyphs of Fear, and then the Cage of Warlords. So we're just going to camp with Tarnum. Send Miriam to these last few dwellings, and then we will mount our attack. Okay. And Miriam can go visit the windmill and sit here again. Okay. Now comes upgrading. Okay, we can get rid of our Cove units. And now we need to try and buy out all of these units. Might take a few turns. But I'm fine with waiting those few turns. Oh, okay, so here's the enemy. Is that Sylvia? It is, and her army is pretty pathetic. Oh, she can take care of a horde of Minotaur Kings. Interesting. Okay, so let's trade them over. Oops. Okay. And we will split the archers, I think. Oh, and the wyverns. How could I forget? Okay, perfect. And now we can go attack. Two pretty much identical armies that will make quick work of the enemy. So Tazar can go this way, and Tarnum can deal with Sylvia. Huh. Interesting choice. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna cast a prayer to start things off. And play the waiting game. "53 Griffins did 39 damage to us. That is something. Okay, we can get rid of the monks. Very nice. Okay, now we will cast Bless. Yeah, we do need to take care of those griffins. Ouch. Okay. And I will take Expert Logistics. And let us see. Ooh, my Lara Tower. The old wizard who lives here has been the prisoner of the Minotaur Kings for more years than he can remember. He claims that he will teach the ones who frees him some of the secrets he has learned over the years. Okay, well, they're defeated. But we were not the one to defeat it, so I do not know what we were missing out there. Oh, yeah, that's a free town. How nice of them. Okay, well, let's see what they do. They'll have to attack. Yes, okay. Okay, let's see. Guess we'll just cast an Ice Bolt. And we will wait. Of course. Okay, what are they gonna do? Nothing, so... And then our other lizard warriors will take care of the nymphs for us. Okay, let's send the basilisks out. And the wyverns can finish off the pikemen for us. And let's see, will they do it? I definitely think they will. Okay. Very easy, very nice. However, there is a arena that I want to grab. And any other potential power-ups. They have a lot of dwellings here. Okay, perfect. They are frozen in fear. So it looks like we are free to take whatever we want. We're just gonna quick combat all of these. Oops, did not mean to do that. There's a school of magic that I looked over, I guess. Okay. We built the Cage of Warlords here. We never did. Oh. Well, we need to send back both Tarnum and Tazar. Tazar can go first. More defense, and Tarnum will just stand guard for the time being, while Tazar runs back to town. And then the rolls can be... Oh, well, we didn't have enough time. Okay, so congratulations, all your enemies have been defeated. Victory is yours. Okay, cool. Forgot that... I shouldn't say I forgot, I just didn't know how many more days they had, but I guess that was it. Anyways, that was the 5th scenario for the Revolt of the Beastmasters, and next time we are going to be starting on the 6th scenario, Beyond the Borders. Until then, thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Bye.